Hello and welcome back to another video. So I want to talk about this because it is a bit more of a serious subject, but just to do like YouTube and like Twitch and this whole kind of like you know content creation kind of thing, and also like kind of like extends to, like celebrities and just like basically anybody that has any real level of notoriety. So if you haven't heard, recently there's been stories about streamers getting stalked and harassed by uh, crazy fans. There was a Japanese woman who got stabbed in Japan and died. Unfortunately, that's a very sad story. And there's also I can't remember their names. I think one of them was with me. But there was those like streamer girls who were like on the pier, and like this crazy fan um was following them and like threatened to kill them. So yeah, not a good time, but something that I've not really seen anybody talk about is what well basically what I like to call like how big the 1%ers. Well, anyway, so let's say like 1% of people are that level of crazy. So basically saying if you know 100 people, then at least one of them is statistically speaking is crazy. So there's 8.62 billion. How many zeros is in a billion? Hey Google, how many zeros in a billion?
A billion has 9 zeros. It's written as 1 billion.
So 8, 0, 6, 2. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 8.62 billion. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong on that. But then, so we divide that by 100. And that's how, and then that's like 1% of that's 1% of the people in the world. And like that's 100,000 million. So that's like 18 million people. So like about 18 million people are crazy. That level of crazy in the world. Now that is a lot of people obviously where you'd be like, oh well, that's just in the world. What about? But not everybody in the world watches these streamers and stuff. Um, so like let's take a look at some people in particular. So like Pokimane. So Pokimane and female streamers like her do tend to use their bodies and feminine charms, let's say, to entice people to subscribe, donate, and watch their streams. Now, I'm not upset about this at all. I know I know there are people that as these women out here showing off their bodies and it's just like if I was a woman, I'd probably be doing the same thing. To be honest, like seriously, like you do you. Like as long as you're not breaking any like TOS or anything called or not like making or basically not making softcore porn, um, then more power to you. I don't really care if that's what somebody wants to watch. Then I don't, it's none of my business. I'm just out here doing me. Um, in the words of Markiplier, you do you and I'll do me, and we won't do each other probably. Anyway, but yeah, Pokimane herself has 6.64 million subscribers on YouTube. So 6 million, so 100,000 million, 6, 4, so that's 6,000, 66,000, 664,000, 6.64 million. I'm pretty sure that's right. Again, I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, feel free to correct me down in the comment section and I will pin your comment. So yeah, again, we divide this by 100 to get 1%. That's 66,400 of her subscribers, potentially, that are crazy. That's assuming that 1% of her subscribers are this level of crazy. Again, if you say, oh, it's probably not 1%, but even if you go to like 0.5%, that's still 33,200 people that have subscribed to her that are this level of crazy. And yeah, that gets concerning. Cause I don't know about you, but having like about 66,000 people that are potentially crazy enough to stalk you and harass you, watching you, and like watching your streams and all that. Is she a bit scary? I don't blame her for feeling like it's a little bit scary, but the problem is, it's a bit hard to fight this because I'm not like shaming her, but that style like content, like some streamers that even like keep their relationship status a secret, just so that more people will donate to her. And the problem is, when you do foster that kind of environment, it does mean that those kind of crazy people are more magnetized to you, are more attracted to your style of content. And again, I'm not saying any of this is right. I'm not excusing it. Like, if you are this level of crazy, you should be put in a mental institution. But I do have to talk about a couple of other creators, like another creator. So like Markiplier, he has 37.4 million subscribers. So if I get the calculator up, 37 point, also 37,000, 374,000, 3 million, 37 million, 4,000 subscribers, divide by 100. Markiplier, yeah, would have about half the amount of crazy fans as she does. But you don't really hear stories about like Markiplier or, well, really many male famous YouTubers get like Mr. Beast getting stalked or harassed the same level that women are getting stalked and harassed. And it's like, oh, that's because of women. And it's like, yeah, I like, that is a factor. Like the most people who do like watch YouTube and watch Twitch are probably male viewers. So like, for a male viewer to both be into guys, so bi or gay, would and then also be crazy enough to do this kind of thing is a lot lower. But you still do have women that watch this kind of thing. And those women probably are, and you probably have a fair amount of crazy women, watching people like Markiplier, Mr. Beast, and who else is Jacksepticeye, or game theory, film theory, style theory, food theory, like these wherever you go, there's always going to be crazy people. Whether you go one side of the political aisle, the other side of the political aisle. If you go to guys, you're going to get crazy guys. If you go to girls, you get crazy girls. Like, the flavor's a bit different, but it's still crazy nonetheless. And I think, like I said earlier, Pokémon's kind of style does kind of like draw in those type of crazies that particular favour of stalker harasser crazies more so than a channel like Markiplier or Style Theory, because because Pokemon kind of like leans into the whole like kind of like parasitic relationship aspect to this kind of stuff, where, and if you don't know what that means, basically it's like viewers, some viewers can create a kind of like parasocial relationship with a content creator by thinking that, not just thinking, oh, they make content, I consume content, that's it. They think that, oh, the content creator genuinely cares about them and is either their friend, or in the case of Pokimane, their, she'd be their girlfriend, or wife, or whatever. And yeah, again, they do tend to lean to them more, again, with like keeping their relationship status a secret. Normally I'd be like, oh yeah, sometimes you just don't want to share stuff online, like, sure, but it's like, but when you combine it with the fact that they are kind of leaning into that parasocial relationship kind of thing, it kind of makes it more like they're not keeping their relationship status a secret for privacy sakes, and more so for, to continue on with this parasocial relationship where their audience, where they're trying to get their audience infatuated with them. And yeah, it's not good. So yeah. So what do I think? So there's no real point in me just saying it's like, oh, this is bad guys. There's a lot of fucking crazy people out there that will probably stalk and harass you if you're a big content creator. Assuming that 1% of your fan base is crazy. Or so what do I think could be done about this? Well, like I said, we don't really hear about like Markiplier that much, about like Markiplier or Mr. Beast, or just like other, or like even like I don't. Well, she's not been around. Well, the host of Style Theory for long, but I can't remember her name. But the lady that hosts Style Theory, you haven't really heard like stories about them being harassed. And like I'm not saying that they don't get harassed, but especially like the guys. With guys, this kind of thing does go unreported a lot, when they get physically abused or sexually harassed or stalked. Guys are a lot less likely to report it because of like social pressures and stuff like that. So it's entirely possible that Markiplier has dealt with a lot of crazy stalker fans, especially like fan meetups and stuff, but just never shared it because it was like afraid of people just going, oh, just man up and deal with it. Stop being such a pussy. Or just like, oh, she's a hot girl, you should fuck her. It's like, what is wrong with you people? Again, crazy people on both sides of all walks of life. And yeah, but I think there are ways that if you're a streamer or a YouTuber, you can sort of reduce the amount of these type of crazies you get. So, like I said, so basically, it's like, if you're in a relationship, share that you are in a relationship. Just like, hey, I have a boyfriend or girlfriend. This is why I like to, sometimes we go watch a movie. Oh, we went to watch this movie the other day, and we really liked it. And we had some popcorn. Basically not share too much. Basically just say, oh, I have, I have a life partner, and we do things sometimes together. That's and I'm not going to tell you to cover up. Wear whatever you want. Whatever you want, but making it. But if you do have that kind of relationship, making it clear to your audience will make it will basically make the parasocial relationship less likely to go to the extreme of them being totally infatuated with you. And obviously, if you do, and honestly, I just don't think it's good, good for either party. Those kind of things, because it's not mentally healthy for the viewer thinking, oh, Pokimane is so beautiful, and she, I'm in love with her, and if I just met her, then she'd fall in love with me, and we'd have like 5 children and live in a mansion in the countryside. Like, it's not good for the viewer, and it's not good for the content creator, because then if they do, if they do ever end up meeting up in person and she doesn't, and obviously their delusional fantasies aren't going to come true, then they tend to just get violent. They just get angry, and it's like, why doesn't she love me? I thought she would love me. I've donated so much money to her, and it kind of creates like almost an entitlement that they're entitled to this person's affection because they've like supported them, and it can't, and that's a problem. And I do think Twitch and YouTube do share part of the blame here, because this strategy of leaning into the parasocial relationship is effective. It makes the content creator a lot of money, and it makes the platform a lot of money. So the platforms promote this style of content more, without caring whether or not their actions will harm the viewer or the content creator. So the platforms need to take action and at least limit the reach of video of like streamers and the stuff that purposely exploit the parasocial relationship to get their viewers to basically be infatuated with them and to send them a lot of money. Because at the end of the day, when you foster that kind of relationship with your viewers, then it's just inevitable that you're going to get the crazies that's going to stalk you and threaten to kill you. But one last thing I want to say real quick is that I have 482 subscribers, which getting close to 500 subscribers. So if you like what I do, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Also, I've almost made 2,000 videos. Jeez. But if we're going by the same logic that at least saying that about 1% of people are crazies, I've got at least 4 crazy people watching me. Yay! Please don't steal my spleen. I like it where it is. But yeah, I hope you guys all did enjoy this video. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you agree with what I've said? Do you disagree? And yeah, and I'll probably reply to you. And remember to be like, don't be an asshole, basically. But yeah, I hope you guys all did enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys in the next video, and bye-bye.